Hello and welcome. So my name is Chris Kirstein. Liz, welcome. I see that you're logging in. So we're just getting started here. We'll give it another couple of minutes. May have a few other people join us. So Tom and Liz, it looks like both of your microphones are muted and your video is muted as well. Royal, welcome. How are you doing? Royal, can you hear us? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear us. Can you hear us, Royal? Royal, can you hear us? Give us a thumbs up. Welcome, everyone. If somebody can give me a thumbs up, Royal, if you're watching, if you can give us a thumbs up and let me know that the audio and the video is working, that would be fantastic. Welcome, whoever it is that just that dialed in via phone. Welcome to our webinar.
Royal.
We'll be starting shortly. Who just joined us?
Royal.
Oh, Royal. Okay, you're on through calling in.
Correct.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Well, your audio is working. Are you watching this through the video as well, or just through your phone number?
Video wouldn't give me speaker access, so I had to do it through phone.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm actually learning some of this new Zoom tools, and I've got it on a different computer. So be patient if I'm kind of learning as we go here. But really want to get people.
The Zoom is awesome. I've been using it for about 6 months.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so I'm used to using Zoom as kind of dialing in and from a separate computer, but I've got a different computer with different internet and different tools. So anyways, I'm kind of new with the new tools. We'll give it just another minute or so. There may be a couple other people logging in. I know Tom and Liz are both with us. Maybe from separate computers, and their microphones and video are turned off as well, but hopefully they can see us and they're getting the audio and the video. I've also got this recording, so if you're not able to watch the whole thing, I'll post it on my YouTube channel a little bit later this afternoon after the recording ends, and I can get that posted. So anyways, we'll go ahead and get started. My name's Chris Kirstein. I'm a Gold Director Elite with Karatbars International. I've been an independent affiliate since 2015, and I'm currently supporting about 12,300 affiliates and business partners. And we've got a great new training to get people started right. And you can find that training at mygoldrushtraining.com, and that's mainly what we're going to be focusing this webinar on, is just going through the different videos and the tools that are on mygoldrushtraining.com. And so we'll get right into that. I've got to share my screen and make sure that the audio is working. So here we go. So this is mygoldrushtraining.com. and it's just been updated with lots of new and great information. And so I'm just going to kind of go through some of the training and the tools that are on here. And we'll get started with a message from the Gold Director Elite 3, Nitsa Natkos. She is the one that is supporting our Synergy Gold team, and she's got about 90,000 affiliates in her team, and we are in the Synergy Gold team. So that's fantastic. Nitsa is a wonderful leader. And with that, we'll start a video from Nitsa.
Hello, Karatbars affiliates worldwide. This is Director Elite 3. Tacos, and this is your Gold Rush training. This training consists of the very basic steps in learning to get your Karatbars business started right. If you are brand new and tuning into this training for the first time, we welcome you, big welcome to you, to our team, to our Karatbars family. We can't wait to start working with you and helping you reach your goals and live the life of your dreams. If you're coming back to the second third time or refresh your course, good for you. You have this success lies in learning to master the basics. I remember the first 2 days getting started, and I've seen this with thousands and thousands of people that I have worked with and trained over the years, that those first few days are always filled with excitement, always filled with adrenaline, you know, as the visions of the possibilities that lay before us start to settle. Well, consider your Gold Rush training as the compass and the guide to help you navigate through those first few days, teaching you the basics. Hello, laptop or mobile device from anywhere around the world. You'll notice that this training is split into 3 sections. We have part 1, which is Gold Expand, part 2, Gold Exchange, and part 3, Gold Explode. Now, you are well advised to go through each section, review every video that comes with each section, and download any supporting documents that come with that particular section as well. To go through this entire training, it'll take you less than an hour, and believe me, if you do it, you will be well positioned to build your business, to begin with momentum, knowing the simple steps of how people like myself have been able to build a team of nearly 100,000 people all over the world in less than 5 years. If I can do it, so can you. Now, Gold Expand, section number 1, is all about you and your goals and your vision. This is learning to set your intentions. This is learning to develop that mindset of success, how to put your long-term, your mid-term, and your short-term goals in place. We give you a step-by-step action plan to do that, but also how to follow through and achieve those goals. Step 2, Gold Exchange. Learn our business. Hello, business with Karatbars is very simple. We don't buy anything, we don't sell anything, we simply exchange money. We say we go from bad money to good money, devaluing fiat currency into real stable assets such as gold, appreciating assets such as digital currencies like cryptocurrencies. All this system is put together to help you build, preserve, and grow your wealth. Section number 3, now that you've got your intentions clear, that you've set your goals, you've learned the basics of how to exchange money in our system. Step 3, now you're ready to begin to launch your business, to begin building your team. We lay out a very simple strategy and a 3-step process called invitation, presentation, and 3-way conversation. Thousands and thousands of people all over the world have used this simple process to generate results with Karatbars, and so can you. We teach you how to build your list. We teach you what to say. We teach you how to follow through, sort the list, to find the people that are truly looking for you right now. I know that you're going to enjoy this training as much as we did in putting it together for you, but most importantly, we look forward to seeing you on the other side. So without any further ado, one last thing. Notice to the right of the screen, there are 2 boxes. One is the KB Universe support. The other is your success resources. This is how you get in touch with Karatbars. All the emails, telephone number of how to reach the company. And then your success resources is how to get plugged into the team. We offer you a weekly schedule of calls and webinars to support you and keep you on track. Know how to get plugged in and stay plugged in so that you're always in the know. So ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to begin. Plug into the training, have a lot of fun. As soon as you're done, please get back to your sponsor or your upline director and go through this information. Let them know you've done the training so they can help you begin to build your team. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you at an upcoming Karatbars event somewhere around the world, or possibly a tropical destination, a beautiful beach where we can celebrate true success. Karatbars is success. This is real, and freedom is now yours. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy your training. We'll see you at the top.
Hello, hello. Welcome to everyone from all around the world. My name is Teresa Humes, and I'm a Gold Director Elite, and I am so excited to be able to welcome everyone to our Getting Started training. In this very first series, we have 3 videos that are really the single most important videos that you could possibly start with. And the reason why is because they are all about you. They're about your goals, your dreams, and what you hope to succeed in coming into our business and joining us. And we really want to help to do our part to make your journey a success. And so that is why our very first video is going to start about your reason why. Why are you wanting to do this? What kind of success are you wanting to receive out of it? And we ask that before you start viewing the very first video, we ask that you would please go ahead and download the PDF that goes with these videos. The first PDF that you're going to download is going to allow you, while you're watching the videos, to pause, and at different points we're going to ask you to do a call to action. It's nothing too hard. It's very simple. It's things like stating what your why is. It's going to be writing down your long-term, short-term, and mid-term goals. And that's our second video, which is your goals. We ask that you please not just write down your goals without watching the video first. You're going to want to watch the video because we're going to ask you some questions that are pertinent to you, questions that are pertinent to this business, and questions that will get you thinking about possibly changing some of your goals to be able to give you more focus on what you're wanting so that you have a better chance at success. Our third video in this series is the video on mindset. Mindset is so powerful and it's so important. And for those of you that are really, really serious on expanding yourself into success, to go along with this video, we have included a book list. Now, don't get scared if you're not a reader, because the amazing thing in our technology today is that we have audiobooks. And I'm really big on time management. So one of the things that I would suggest to you, if you're truly serious about being successful, is go ahead and get some of the books that are on the book list in auditory and do some time management. Listen to the books while you're cooking, or listen to them while you're jogging, while you're working out at the gym, while you're taking a hike, or maybe even while you're mowing the yard. You want to make sure that you are being available and open and ready to expand your mind to what you're getting ready to receive and all of the things that we have for you. And so you need to make sure that you know that your success is going to be limited or expanded by your own personal growth. Leaders are readers is a truly profound statement. Now, having said that, again, I want to welcome you so much to joining us and for linking arms with us to come along in this journey, because all of the leaders in this company, you will find that our heart is about helping you and helping you to find your success. So let's get started with our very first video. Know your why. To have it all and live your dreams is possible when you commit to your vision and trust the process as it unfolds. Nita Nakos, Synergy Leader. Your why and your goals combined with the proper mindset will keep you on track and lead you to success. The first step to success is identifying your why. So ask yourself these questions. What makes me cry? What keeps me going? What gets me out of bed in the morning? What is that one thing that no matter how much I make, I will pay the highest price for it? Or no matter how poor I am, I will crawl across the desert for it. Your why is that one thing that you have to do or that you have to have to truly be happy. Do not focus on the money. Focus on the reason you need the money. Is it for happiness, comfort, security, service to others, the greater good? Or is it to see the smiles on your kids' faces? Remember, focus on your why and the success will come. So what is your why? Take out a piece of paper or print the PDF checklist and write it down. Goals. All successful business owners are goal-oriented. Having great ideas makes up just 2% of success. Implementation and the discipline to do it makes up the majority of the 98%. Long-term goals cover a period of 5 to 10 years. It is said that we should start with the end in mind. We have the knowledge base right now of knowing that our 5-year plan is that in 5 years, 1 gram of gold will be equal to 1 gold standard coin. Having this knowledge, we can ask ourselves, what do your dreams look like 8 to 10 years from now? What are you doing then that you're not doing right now? What does freedom mean to you? And how much money do you need to be free? How much more wealth do you have then that you do not have now? How can you use it to make a difference in the world? Legacy is not defined by how many lives you touch. Instead, it is defined by how many lives have felt touched by you. This is my quote, and so I have a question for you. How many lives will feel touched by you 10 years from now? Pause this video and write down 2 long-term goals. Midterm goals. Midterm goals are for 3 to 5 years from now. We save in gold now for protection. Also, gold is freedom now because it stops inflation. Bloomberg News put out an interview in February of 2017 that the former Russian country of Kyrgyzstan was encouraging all of her citizens to save 100 grams of gold. How much gold do you have saved in 3 to 5 years? What does your income look like? How much are you making in active income? And how much are you making in passive income? How much money do you have saved? And how many coins do you have saved? Are you living the life that you want? Pause this video and write down 2 midterm goals. Short-term goals. They cover the time between now and 12 months from now. Now, here are a few very specific questions that you need to ask yourself. How much income do you want to earn in 2019? How much gold do you want to save? And how many coins do you want? And once you're very serious about those answers to those questions, then you need to ask yourself, how many hours per week will you commit to your Karatbars business? How many of these hours will go to training and personal development? But more importantly, how many of these hours will go to active income producing activities? Are you adding to your list each week? How many people will you talk to each day? 10? How many follow-ups are you doing? And more importantly, how many 3-way calls with your upline directors will you schedule? The activity that you do now will be your income 3 months from now. Have you decided what that activity will look like? Pause this video and write down 2 short-term goals. Mindset. Energy is the essence of life. Every day you decide how you're going to use it by knowing what you want and what it takes to reach that goal, and by maintaining focus. Oprah Winfrey. We are destined to fulfill what we focus on the most. If we focus on the negative, then we will attract and draw the negative. So many people spend a lot of wasted energy on the wrong things, looking behind at the negativity of past events or things that they can't change, on the could have beens, the what ifs, the if onlys, and they harbor a lot of negative emotions that they don't even want, exposing a lot of weaknesses and many times for another person's drama. This causes them to have a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and they focus on their fears. Once they do this, they try to maintain control, not realizing that they've lost their focus altogether. When we choose to look forward with laser focus, we are able to crystallize our own vision, our dreams, our goals, the beautiful, the awe-inspiring, love, and we can focus on our own desires and our own wants. So make sure that you are a person who focuses on moving forward and what's ahead. Pause this video and write down the one thing that you want to focus on. Successful people learn to be thankful and grateful. They have an attitude of gratitude. Successful people are also able to say, I am grateful and thankful for what I have right now and with the circumstances that I am in, because there are a million other people in the world right now that wish that they were in my shoes. So it doesn't matter what's going on. Having a grateful and a thankful attitude helps us to attract the people and the solutions for any given situation. I mean, who wouldn't want to help out somebody who has a smile on their face and takes things in stride? Also, being content and happy with what we already have helps us to be less stressed, with more positive energy and full of more love, and we tend to draw more blessings our way. List 3 things that you are thankful for today and write them down. Treat it like a business. This is something that we need if we want to be a success. We don't have a typical brick and mortar business, but if we have the right mindset and we decide that we are going to invest as many resources, time, and energy into our business as we would as if it were a brick and mortar business, then our success will be brought to new heights. Mentor and synergy leader Nitsa Nakos always says, see you a year from now. Nitsa says this because she has an expectation for each of us of a year from now. She knows that if we treat it like a business, then it will be a business. But if we treat it like a hobby, then it's just going to be a hobby. Successful leaders are also willing to do things outside of their comfort zone. It might mean contacting new people, doing a presentation, speaking in public, sacrificing time that is usually spent doing other things. So you need to ask yourself the question, are you willing to step outside of your comfort zone? Yes or no? Circle it on your PDF or write it down. To be a success, you also need to remember to have a slight edge. Success is something that happens over time. It is the little disciplines that make it happen. It's the small 1% doing it over and over again things that make all the difference. There is a saying that says, time promotes us or it exposes us. Make sure that you choose to be promoted. We have a platform that sets people free financially. We are in a golden independence era. So what does all of this truly mean to you? It means that you need to get back to your upline leaders. Ask yourself this question: will I be here in a year? If the answer is yes, then we need you to sign this statement on your PDF and bring it to your upline leaders and your directors, or write it down. Also, make sure that you answer the question on the bottom of the statement that says, if time, money, and travel were not an issue, what would I be doing right now? So here's to freedom, and here's to golden independence. Thank you, and have a wonderful and amazing day.
Hello, everyone. My name is Wendell, and I'm here to help you learn how to exchange your business. First, let me say congratulations on completing your goals. This next step of our Getting Started series is all about learning how to exchange. First, we learn how to register for a free Karatbars account. Second, we learn how to upload our KYCs. And third, how to choose a profit package based on the goals that you established in the Explode Your Business series. This part of the series of Getting Started will consist of 5 video tutorials and a printable PDF document to follow along with each of the videos that will walk you through the process. First video will consist of how to register for a free Karatbars account. The second video will be how to submit your KYCs. The third video will be how to register your KaratPay. The fourth video will be how to buy Cash Gold and load your KaratPay e-wallet. And then the fifth video will be how to exchange Cash Gold to acquire your business package. These tutorials should promote you with the fundamental aspect of our business, which is exchanging fiat into a real asset, gold. With that being said, I wish you much success in your business. Hello everyone, and welcome to this tutorial on how to register for a free Karatbars online savings account. To begin the process of registration, you might have received an email that contained a link in it that you've already clicked on, or you might have possibly clicked on a registration link from a Karatbars referral web page that directed you to this affiliate and customer registration page. As you see, there's a link to register as a customer, as well as a link to register as an affiliate. If you do register as a customer, and at some point in time later down the road you decide that you would like to change and become an affiliate, that is a very simple process that you could do by logging into your customer back office. But it would be just much more simpler to go ahead and click on the link to become an affiliate. Once you click on that link to become an affiliate, it will direct you to a web page that you begin the process of identifying your account with Karatbars International. As you see at the very top are your sponsor details. You will see his sponsor username as well as his Karatbars ID. The very first thing that you need to decide upon and choose very wisely is a username. And you can do this in lowercase letters if you want. Usernames can't be changed. This is the name that identifies you with Karatbars in your Karatbars account. The next step is to decide upon a password. For security and safety reasons, make sure that you acquire a password, and I recommend that either 8 characters long, maybe some capital letters, as well as some numbers. Once you decide upon your password, the line right below it, You type it again and you confirm it. The next step is to type in your email address. I want to make a suggestion here that you use a Gmail address. If you don't have one yet, then simply go to Gmail, and the process is very simple and very easy to get a Gmail account. Once you've got your Gmail account, you write it in again right below it. Just type it in, confirm your email address again. The next step is to check the box out next to where it says, I have read the terms and conditions, and click on the next button. That next web page that comes up is where you will enter in your personal information. First of all, you need to select the profile type. It's a drop-down box. You just select Mr., Mrs., whatever that salutation is. The next step is to put in your first name, then your last name. And then if you see your date of birth comes up, it is your day, your month, and the year, and they are drop-down boxes. You just simply drop down on the box and select the day, the month, and the year that you were born in. The next step is to type in your address. Make sure when you type in your address that it's a physical address, no P.O. boxes, please. The next step is a drop-down box where you select your country. Then the next step is your city, your state, your zip code, and your mobile phone. When you type in your mobile phone, it will be based upon the country that you selected, and your country code will already be in there. So all you will have to do is type in your mobile phone number. The next step is just simply to check on the box if you want to receive your Karatbars newsletter. It's a great newsletter, and I recommend that everybody accept that. Once you're done, you click on the next button, and the next step through the process is to verify the information that you just submitted. Step 2, as you see, there's a security code that you put in. That security code is often called a CAPTCHA, and you simply type that in and click on the registration tab. Once you click on the registration tab, you will get this next web page that comes up that says your sign up is successful, but you're not quite done yet. They have sent you an email that's going to request that you confirm your account. So you simply go to your Gmail account or whatever your email account is, find the email. As you can see, it will say, welcome to Karatbars International. You simply open it up and you will see a link there. Please confirm your email by clicking on the link below. And you click on the link and your account is now verified and you can log into your account. Okay, now for some unknown reason, if you haven't received your confirmation email yet, if you will just go back to your Karatbars website and in step 2, type in your username and your password and click on login. And the box up where it says step 3, please check your email and activate your account. If you have not received your activation email, please check here. Now, if you haven't received your email within 72 hours, you can do this by simply checking that link, and it will take you to another web page that you can use to resend your email once again. Now, once you've got your email and everything set up and you log in to your Karatbars back office, the very first thing you're going to have to do is please download terms and conditions file. You click on that link and it will pull up. You can read it, you can save it, and then close it out. Click on the box next to agree terms and conditions, and then click on accept. Once you've done that, you're ready for the next step. You can simply go to the registration. It is complete, and you will have an email in your back office that will recognize and welcome you to Karatbars. And there you can choose either yes, that you want to read it, or you can skip over it. So at this point in time, your registration is complete. It's not hard, very simple, very easy, and I hope this helps. Hello, everyone. And welcome to this step-by-step tutorial on how to submit KYC documents for approval with Karatbars International. Submitting your KYC documents is the next step in completing your registration with Karatbars International. To begin the process, we go to karatbars.com and we log into our Karatbars back office. After logging in and on our dashboard, we can begin the process of submitting our KYC documents. We begin by clicking on Step 2, KYC, which is highlighted in red to begin that process. After clicking on Step 2, we will be redirected to this web page, Important Info regarding KYC documents, highlighted in red. This is an important and must-to read for everyone. It will explain everything we need to know about KYC submissions and approvals. Just a few tips. We want to make sure that when you take the pictures of those documents or you scan those documents, that they are very clear with all four corners showing. KYC stands for Know Your Customer and consists of documents to prove your identity, your proof of residence, and in cases where a company account was registered, proof that that company is a legitimate registered company within that state and or country. And those documents must be submitted and approved by Karatbars International before any Karatbars Gold products can be purchased. So let's look at the documents and make sure that they meet the requirements. Step 1, proof of identity. A valid government-issued ID document, which can be a driver's license or passport with correlating name. Clear picture and color. Expiration date is current and relevant date of birth. Step 2, proof of residence. A physically mailed utility bill, not online, such as an electricity, gas, or water bill. Not older than 6 months, that clearly states the name and or the company name, address, and date. Here's a note. No envelopes, no screenshots, or online bills will be accepted. For those individuals that registered a business account, the following additional documents are required and are outlined in detail in Step 3, Step 4, and Step 5. Make sure also that when you are submitting business documents, that you make sure you check these notations at the bottom to make sure that your company is a correct company that will be accepted by Karatbars as a fully registered company. General file requirements, accepted file formats, the maximum size. What do you do if your file is too big? You have to compress it in order to upload it. Once you have your documents and you've taken pictures of them or you've scanned them, you've saved them in a folder or a file that you can access at a later date. After doing this, you're ready for submitting your KYC documents. Next step, at the bottom of that page, you'll see KYC document upload. With a drop-down box, select document type. You begin the process by clicking on the drop-down and selecting first your proof of ID. After selecting your proof of ID, the next step will be to locate that file. There is a browse link that you can click on that will locate your files for you. When you find your file or that folder that you have your proof of ID saved in, you click on it and it will load in that file. Once you've got that done, you'll simply click Update Chosen File, and that process of submitting your KYC document for your ID will be finished. Up at the top in green, as you see, it says the file was uploaded successfully. At the bottom, it shows your current KYC status, which shows pending. Once you have got your KYC, your proof of ID submitted, then you just go to the next step and repeat the process with your proof of address. You click on your drop-down box, click on proof of address. Once you clicked on your proof of address, your browse link will come up to where you can locate the file that you've got your proof of address document saved in. After you found your document and you've got it loaded, you click on Upload Chosen File, and once again, it shows the file in green was uploaded successfully, and down at the bottom of the page, it shows your current KYC status is pending. Once you have completed both of these steps, then your submission for your KYC is completed. you can go to your dashboard, and on your dashboard, it will show your KYC status. This shows approved, but in most cases, it will show pending for a while. If it goes for a while and your KYC hasn't been approved, here is a support number for KYC approval, 224-829-0047. That is the support, and call them and they will help you get your KYCs approved. Thanks, and I hope this has been very helpful. Hello everyone, and welcome to this step-by-step video tutorial on how to register for Karatpay, our online payment portal where we exchange cash gold for profit packages and other products on our Karatbit exchange. To begin, step 1, we log into our Karatbars back office and on our dashboard. We begin the process by clicking on the Register Karatpay link at the bottom left-hand corner of our dashboard, which is highlighted in red, step 1. After clicking on the link, we will be redirected to a web page to verify our personal information. After verifying, then we click on the box, check data transfer. Then after checking that box, we move over to the terms and conditions box and check out. After we're done with that, we simply click on the register link to begin the next step. The next step confirms your Karatpay registration with a notice an email has been sent to your registered Karatbars email account to begin completion of registering your Karatpay e-wallet. A very important note here is that you want to make sure that you write down the last 5 digits of your wallet number. Once writing down the last 5 digits of your wallet number, the next step is to go to your email and click on the link in the body to begin registering your e-wallet. After clicking on the link, it will direct you to the next page, which is requiring you and asking you for the last 5 of your wallet number, and you click on Continue. After clicking on Continue, you will confirm your personal information, and this is where you're going to establish a password, and is in step 2. After establishing your password, right below it, you confirm that password. Step 3, establish a PIN number, and then you have to confirm that. In step 4, you have 2 security questions that need to be answered. These are drop-down boxes, and then you simply answer the question to the drop-down. And in step 5, register user, and you click on that. After clicking register user, then you'll get an email that says that your register has been registered. Once you have done that, then you are completed your Karatpay registration. Now, the next thing is, if for some reason that you did not receive an email after clicking on the Karatpay link above, the steps are this. Step 2, you want to make sure that you have your last 5 digits of your wallet written down. Step 3 is you click on the login link for Karatpay. After clicking on your login link for Karatpay, this next web page will come up. You begin by clicking on Don't Have an Account, Register. After clicking on Don't Have an Account, Register, the next web page that will come up will be step 1, your email. That's your email account that's registered with Karatbars. Step 2 will ask you for the last 5 digits of your wallet number. And in step 3, you click on Register. After clicking on Register, you'll get a notification that an email has been sent to your email address on record. You simply go to it and follow the instructions as before and complete the process. Be sure that if you didn't get an email the first time, to check the spam mail as well, and then follow those registration process details. This completes your Karatpay registration, and I hope this has been helpful. Hello everyone, and welcome to the step step-by-step video tutorial on how to exchange currencies for cash gold and then how to load our CaratPay e-wallets. Before we begin, just a little tip. You might want to call the number on the back of your credit card to ask for Security and Fraud Department and let them know that you're making an international purchase. Once you do that, it will help to avoid any rejections in the payment process and help to speed up the process. So let's begin the exchange by going and logging into our Karatbars back office. Once logged in, we begin by clicking on the product purchase link at the top of our dashboard and highlighted in red. Next, we simply follow the drop down to Cash Gold, and CaratPay Cash Gold is highlighted in red as well. After clicking on CaratPay Cash Gold, we are redirected to the next page, our Cash Gold web page. Here, we can choose from 0.1 gram, 1 gram, 3 gram, or 6 gram cash gold. After selecting how much cash gold and the quantity that we would like to exchange our currency for, we begin by clicking on the tab and adding it to the cart. Next, we begin the checkout process by clicking on the View Cart tab, highlighted in red and to the right, and we'll be redirected to review the purchase order details. Here we can make adjustments and changes to the order if needed before clicking on the Checkout tab. After clicking on the Checkout tab, we are redirected to Step 1. Here we have to agree to each of the steps in the terms and the conditions before we can move to the next step. After checking each of these boxes and then clicking on Next, we're directed to Step 2 in the checkout process, which is bonus card options. At the present time, there's not any bonus cards available for cash gold, so we simply click on the next tab and go to Step 3 in the checkout, which is our shipping options. Shipping type should already be checked for storage, and all we have to do is just go to the bottom right-hand corner and click on the next tab and directed to Step 4, where we select our payment method. Here, we're going to use a credit card as an example. Once we check on the credit card, a box below that will pop up. We have to check that box to verify our 3D Secure Visa and MasterCard, and then we can proceed to Pay Now, where we select our credit card from the payment checkout. After selecting credit card from the checkout, we are redirected to where we can enter our credit card information, and then we simply click on the Submit tab to check out. If everything is approved, we will be redirected to our order confirmation page. Here, you can print out a copy of your order confirmation if you would like. At this point, this completes the exchange of our currency into cash gold, and we begin the next step of loading our cash gold into our CaratPay e-wallet. We can do this by going to our dashboard and clicking on CaratPay and then Load e-wallet. Once clicking on that, we will go to this next web page, which will show us how much cash gold we have available that we can load into our e-wallet. We type in how much cash gold we want to load, and we simply click on the Submit tab. The next page that will come up will show us that that wallet was loaded successful and how much gold was loaded into the wallet. If you would like to confirm that the wallet was loaded, you can do that by logging in and clicking on the login link for CaratPay, and begin the login process with your email address and your password, which you established when registering for your CaratPay wallet, and simply click on Login. Here, you can review the transaction and the transfer and see that that transaction is complete. Once that's done, you can simply log out. At this time, this completes the tutorial on exchanging currency to cash gold and loading our CaratPay wallets. Hello everyone, and welcome to this step-by-step video tutorial on how to exchange cash gold to acquire a profit package. To begin the exchange, we begin by logging in to our Karatbars back office. And since we have already demonstrated how to exchange currency for cash gold and how to load our KaratPay e-wallet in a previous tutorial that we can all go back and reference to at a later date, we will begin by clicking on the link at the top of our Karatbars back office, switch to Karat Gold, which is highlighted in red. This will direct us to our karatgold.sg site for purchasing KCB coins and profit packages. To begin, click on Product Purchase at the top, which is highlighted in red, and then click on Profit Packages, highlighted in red from the drop-down. This will take us to step 1, and that is choosing our profit package based upon our income goals. As you see here, we begin with a €150 profit package. Each profit package carries with it KCB bonus as well as cash gold to go along with the packages. Then we go to a €350 package. From there, a €750 package and a €1,250 package. As you see, each time that you purchase a higher package, the KCB goes up in value as well as the bonus of KCB. From $1,250, we go to $1,700 and then $2,300. Then we begin a €3,000 package. The €3,000 package, all the way up to a €1,000,000 package, carries with it VIP status in the dual team, which is an extra added bonus on top of everything else. Then we go to a €4,000 package, a €10,000 package, a €15,000 package, a €25,000 package, a €50,000 package. Then we go to a €150,000 package, a €500,000 package, and then up, and not last but least, the $1,000,000 package. Step 2, after selecting your profit package based upon your goals and what you're wanting to accomplish with these profit packages, we begin the process of checking out. As you see here and highlighted in red, you simply click on Checkout. This will take us to the first step in our checkout process, agreeing to the terms and conditions. Before we can go any farther, we must agree to each of these terms and check these boxes. Once we do that, we can go to the bottom right-hand corner and click on the next box. Following that will take us to step 2, our bonus card options. At the present, we don't have any bonus card options, so we can skip this step and go directly to next, which will bring us to our payment options. Since we are using KaratPay as a method of payment and using cash gold, we need to just simply click on KaratPay payment. As you look in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see highlighted in red, pay amount and Univol. This is a Univol amount required for the exchange. So you need to make sure and check your KaratPay e-wallet to make sure you have enough Univol to cover the exchange. After that, you click on Pay Now. This will take us to another web page where we log into our KaratPay portal using our email address and our login password, which we established when we registered for our KaratPay wallet. After completing that, we simply click on Step 2, Process our payment. This will confirm our order. After confirming our order, we can simply go to our dashboard to view our coins. As you see here and highlighted in red, KBC coins and KCB coins. Right now, they show 0. If you have a wallet address that it's in your profile, the coins will not show there. They will go to your wallet. So if you don't have a wallet address, then your coins will show up there. So this will complete the process of exchanging cash gold for a profit package, and hope it's been very beneficial. Hello everyone, and I want to welcome you to this basic introduction of exchanging on Karat Coin Bank's cryptocurrency exchange, Karatbit. To begin the process, we need to go to Karatbit's website, www.karatbit.com. After going to the website, we can begin by logging in at the top right-hand corner, which is shown and highlighted in red. After clicking on the login link, we are then directed to another web page that shows a Karatbars logo in the center of the page. We begin the process by clicking on the Karatbars logo, where a pop-up will open up. And we can begin the process of entering our Karatbars username and our Karatbars password to log in to our Karatbit exchange. After clicking on the login link, we're then directed to our home page of our Karatbit exchange. Here, we can begin the process of learning where we need to go to change a password, where we might want to set up a new email, and to set up a new two-factor authenticator code. We begin that by clicking on the settings link at the top of the page, which is highlighted in red. After clicking on the settings link, we are taken to another web page. Here, there's an account tab. This is where you can go to change your password as well as your email address. Now, this is very self-explanatory. Just make sure that when you do this, that you click on the Update Password tab at the bottom and click on it to change it, as well as changing your email in the same way. The next thing we want to do is set up two-factor. We click on the two-factor tab. Two-factor is very important because it will provide us with an extra layer of security to protect our accounts. I always want to encourage everyone that they make sure that they print a copy of this page off showing your QR code as well as your manual code for 2FA recovery. This is just in case you lose your phone or your phone is destroyed in some way, that you can take your manual code, you can upload your Google Authenticator on your new smartphone and use your manual code to get back into your account again. All right, so as you see, your QR code is highlighted in red with an arrow. It's whited out, as well as your manual code is whited out as well. Now, it's very important that you read and understand the steps. Number one, to download the Google Authenticator app on your smartphone. This can be an iOS as well as an Android. After you've got your Google Authenticator app downloaded on your smartphone, you can come back to this page. You can scan the QR code on your screen using your Google Authenticator app. Now, before you get to enter in your secret code from your Google Authenticator app, you need to understand that the codes change every 60 seconds from blue to red. So if you have an instance where you see that your code is changing colors, then go ahead and wait to enter it to where it in your secret code, where it says enter Google Authenticator code from your app. Okay, wait till it turns blue and then enter it. Once you've done that, you've got that finished, then you can click on the Activate tab and finish the process. After clicking on the Activate tab, you're directed to this next page where it shows that your two-factor authentication is already enabled. Next, if for some reason that you decide that you want to deactivate your authenticator code, then you have to go back to your app, put in your secret code, and click on Deactivate, and that will take care of it, and your code will be deactivated from your 2FA. So, after completing your 2FA, the next important step is to complete your KYCs. KYCs are done by clicking on your dashboard at the top of your Karatbit exchange, and to a little bit different than what it is on your Karatbars exchange, and just a little difference, not much, okay? But here's the thing, a minimum of a bronze KYC has to be completed before any transaction can be made within your Karatbit exchange. So we begin by clicking on the KYC tab. After clicking on the KYC tab, you'll see a bronze, a silver, and a gold KYCs. It tells you and explains the differences of each one and the benefits of a bronze KYC, a silver KYC, and a gold KYC. Each of the benefits is different, and each of the requirements are different and require more to qualify for those upper KYCs. So
Okay.
begin the bronze process. You click on Verify Now. Here you enter your first name, your last name, the country, the zip code, the city, and the street. And just simply click on Apply for Bronze. Once you've done that, your bronze level will approve immediately, and you'll see a check mark next to the bronze. Now, before you can go to any next of the KYCs and the levels, you have to complete them 1, 2, and 3. In other words, bronze has to be completed.
Okay, I haven't gotten to that yet, but I will.
The silver has to be completed before you complete a gold. So let's look how to complete the silver. Here you see
got a question. Do we have a big envelope
ID and a picture ID scan. Once you have
is
those
there any over in the product room?
You can click on Verify Now. Here you have your phone number, and then click on the Add tab to where you can go to that file or folder and find your selfie with your Face ID as well as your picture to scan. Once you've got those in there and added, you simply click on Apply for Silver. When you do that, it's not going to process immediately, okay? It's going to say pending process, pending request. Now, before you can go on to the gold, as I said before, this has to be completed. So once it's completed, then you can go ahead and go to the gold and complete this. Now, this is what it looks like when all 3 KYCs, bronze, silver, and gold, are successfully verified. Once you're done with that, then you can go and begin to deposit Unival by going to your dashboard and clicking on your wallet and balance tabs. This is very simple, very self-explanatory, and so we're going to look at this very quickly. Down at the bottom, you'll see Unival. Then over to the right-hand side, you'll see Deposit, which I have highlighted in red. So begin to deposit. We want to click on that Deposit tab. After clicking on the Deposit tab, you simply enter in the amount of Unival that you would like to deposit. Now, it's very important that you might want to check your Karatpay back office just to make sure that you have enough Unival that you're trying to deposit if you're doing a max amount, so you'll know what to enter in there. Once you've done that, you simply click on the deposit link that shows that I have and highlighted in red. It will take you to another pop-up. Here, you enter in your login information for your Karatpay portal. You simply enter in your email address as well as your password, and as you noticed up at the top, it shows the Unival amount that you're trying to process for. Once you've done that, you click on Process Payment, and you will get this next web page that comes up. Now, it's important that a little pop-up will come up showing this web page, so you can just close it out. And the next thing you want to do is refresh your screen and check your balance to make sure Unival has been deposited into your account. So this will complete the basics of your Karatbit exchange. You've learned how to maybe possibly change your email, maybe possibly change your password, how to set up your 2FA, and now how to deposit Unival into your back office. So I just want to encourage you to learn more about exchanging cryptocurrency. That each and every Friday night we have a Gold Standard Challenge where Bill Humes and Johnny B. Scott come together at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live at www.synergygoteam.com, where you can learn more about how to exchange in your cryptocurrencies. I hope this has been helpful.
Welcome, everybody. On behalf of the whole Karatbars family and on behalf of Synergy, I just want to welcome you to this terrific opportunity. My name is Shelly Barnaby. I am a Gold Director Elite 3. I started this same adventure with my husband, Jim, almost exactly 5 years ago. So by now you have gone through the expand your mindset and learned about the Karatbars system. And then you went on and went through the exchanges, and you've learned the nitty-gritty details about how to protect your family, how to grow your assets. And so I feel pretty honored to be part of the explode. You've kind of laid your charges, and now we're going to detonate and explode into the marketplace. And I feel pretty honored and privileged to be part of that with you. So over the next 4 videos, I'm going to take you through our system of how Jim and I built together, thousands of people on our team, and how after 90 days we were able to work entirely from home, both of us, and supporting our whole family and growing our own legacy. So without any further ado, let me introduce you to the 4 videos, which will be the first one is on how to build your list and your network. The second one will be getting into massive action with our 72-hour blitz, followed by our super simple 3-step system, the same system that I used 5 years ago and again 90 days ago, used to create my biggest 90-day run yet. And our 4th video will be about the crux of the whole thing, which is the importance of follow-up and truly caring about how this can impact the lives of others. So I look forward to having you share these videos with me. Look forward to seeing you at events and on our webinars. And I hope that you have an absolute gold explode in your business. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the first of the Gold Explode trainings, which we're going to talk about building your list. And I'm going to walk you through these videos almost like you were right here in my office, and we were just sitting down with you as a new teammate and walking through the steps that we all take to build our business and to share this with people that we're close to or people that are brand new to our network. So the first thing we're going to do, we want at least 100 people on this list. That can seem daunting, I suppose, right out of the gate, but I think it'll be easier than you think. So the first way to think about building your list is think about when you very first heard about our gold ecosystem. Think about how you feel when you think about our Golden Independence Day that's coming in 2019 in July. I'm so excited about that. I want to make sure that I have invited everybody possible to that party. So when you start to make your list, remember that basic thing. Everybody should get an invitation. Whether or not they choose to come to that party, that's totally up to them. But it is up to you to make sure that people get invited. And by that means avoid pre-qualifying people. When somebody comes to mind and you're ready to write them on your list, don't do that second step where you say, well, I don't know if they'd be interested. Oh, they might be doing something else. We just don't get to decide that for people. When we're having a wedding, a birthday, a huge party, something we want all the people we care about to attend, we don't decide for them. You let them decide what matters and what's important to them. So never pre-qualify, okay? And with a business that's in over 130 countries, and with all the various ways we have to share this information via the internet, over the phone, in person, we want to consider everybody, local, national, and your international contacts. If you're still struggling to get to at least that 100, we're going to include a memory jogger here. That might help you to think of different categories of people to include in your list. I myself like to do a walk through my week sort of thing where I think about, my very first list had something like that guy at the gas station that always has a huge smile on his face. You don't even have to know their names, but get them on the list, all right? Now, it's really important to take action before you continue with the next step in this second video. You want to have that list written out. I don't care if it's digital. I don't care if it's old school and you handwrite it out. Just get it written, and then I'll see you on the next video. Looking forward to it. Alrighty, welcome back. I hope you have your list in hand. For all you rebels out there that wanted to view the second video before you were done with the first, put it on pause, people, and go get that list of at least 100. Because now we need that list in order to take the next action. I'm going to show you a 72-hour blitz strategy, and those who know me know I'm all about the numbers, and I want you to see how the numbers work regardless of your background, regardless of who you are. The first thing you want to do when you think about sharing is to identify your top 25 contacts. Now that can be as simple as thinking about, I used to think back to when I very first saw this, immediately what would happen is I would think in my mind, wow, you know who would be good at this? You know who would think this was great? And those are people that are obviously going to be in your top 25. Take a highlighter and start highlighting those people. Highlight people you consider to be influencers. Influencers often have occupations like pastors, teachers, businessmen. Sometimes they're in the medical field. It's just those certain people, or they have a personality that just makes other people want to do what they're doing. And those are always people that, regardless of if they join you in your business or not, they should know what you're doing, because they will be talking about what you're doing and they'll create interest for you. The other thing is, if you picture yourself out 5 years, picture if you had the ultimate success that you want to have with this ecosystem. Look to your right, look to your left, and who's there with you? Who are those people that you most can imagine yourself building alongside? People that you just want to be hanging with every single day and building relationship and making great things happen. What you're going to do is those are going to be the top 25 people that get called in the next 72 hours. And then we're going to pull it back and call 3 more a day for the next 25 days. And I'll explain that a little bit more going forward. I'm going to teach you a simple 3-step system that you're going to use for all of those calls. Right now, though, I just want you to see the numbers, because I have seen, I want to say dozens, maybe hundreds of times over how this works. And just in the last 90 days, we did this all over again ourselves, and the numbers always work, people. Out of those 100 initial contacts that you're going to make with the 72-hour blitz strategy, at least 60 of them are going to get more information. They're going to watch that presentation and be interested. From that, you'll have 40 people that want more information, want you to keep in touch and follow up. Half of those are going to create new accounts. Some to be savers and to protect their own family and legacy within our system, and some because they want to build a business alongside of you. About 10 of them are going to be builders, and from those 10 builders, you'll find 5 people just like you that want to be great leaders, that want to move it to the next level. I want to close this with one of my great coaches and mentors, the great Bob Biss, gave me an analogy once that I really love. And he said, does every bag of M&Ms have some red ones? Of course, right? Of course. Just like does the Karatbars business have some people who are making incredible money and building an incredible business? Yes, of course. You know they do. So if I pull an M&M out of that bag and it's not red, does that mean there are no red ones in the bag? Absolutely not. Of course there's a red one. What do I have to do to find one? I just have to keep pulling them out of the bag. Now, if I pull out a blue M&M, if I give it more education, if I talk to it longer, if I try to convince it, am I going to turn that blue M&M red? No way. It's just a sorting process. It's just the reason we use 100 people is because we know from 100 people build 5 tremendous leaders. So if you want to find those leaders, get through 100 or more people as quickly as you can. So once you've got those 25 identified, I look forward to being with you in the next video, and we'll share that exact 3-step process. See you there. Great to see you back. I know by now you have your list of more than 100. You've highlighted those top 25 and you are ready to roll, ready to explode, absolutely. So let me teach you the simple 3-step system. Now, one thing I want to be super clear about is this isn't a system that we just used when we were brand new. So maybe you're somebody who's been in this business a while and just decided to check out the videos. This is the same 3-step simple system used whether you're brand new or whether you're a veteran to marketing or a veteran in this business. And that simple system is invitation, presentation, conversation. So let's walk through what that looks like. The first thing is to get your mind in the right place. If you had the most exciting news to share with somebody, you wouldn't go into that afraid of what they were going to think about you. You're going to be excited. This is like winning the lottery. I mean, this is the best thing that ever happened to you. That should be the excitement that you feel in calling your first 25 people. Of course, be respectful. Ask permission. You say, hey, do you have a few minutes to talk right now? And speaking of that, it probably should be talk, okay? Not just send, I mean, you can send off a text or something to people asking if they're available, but you want to talk. You want them to hear and feel that excitement in your voice. Now, starting off, you want to ask a really simple question. What do you know about gold and cryptocurrency? Where are you getting your cryptocurrency right now? My husband uses the simplest thing I've ever heard. He says, I found something you have to see. What do you think the next thing someone says to him? Wow, what is it? Oh, what do you mean? You know, every single time, he gets probably the best response. If I ask a question of what do you know about gold and cryptocurrency, sometimes if people don't know something, they don't want to answer and act like they don't know anything about it. What you're doing right here is getting somebody, you're inviting them to see something exciting. So make that as simple as possible. We as a team have sometimes come up with certain openings. When our bank opened last summer, we had a certain thing that we all as a team shared with people. So if those 2 questions feel too simple to you, connect with your upline leader, connect with the person who sponsored you, and ask for more possible scripts or ideas. But in my experience, the simpler, the better. Okay, so let's say Jim is calling up his friend Bart and saying to him, wow, I found something you have to see. And he immediately says, what is it? He said, well, do you have a few minutes right now? I have a video I have to get over to you. How quick could you watch it? And he might say, oh, I'm on my way out right now. He's going to ask him for a specific time. When are you going to be back? You're going to be back at 5? Great. I'll send you the link and I'm going to call you back at 6 and let's talk about it. Okay? If they want to see it, make sure you set up a time that they're going to view that video. All right? And if they don't, what if somebody says, what kind of thing is this? And they're very skeptical right out of the gate. You're in a rush. You're in a hurry. You're going to get through this blitz as quickly as possible. You'll follow up with that person later, but if they don't sound excited to look at that information, you can just say, you know what? I have so many people to talk to right now. If it doesn't seem like something you'd like to see, let's just put it on hold and I'll show it to you another time. Right now, I got to get going. Talk to you later. Bye. You get off the phone as quickly as possible and bring it back around to them later. Chances are they're going to come back to you to see it long before you get to them. So after you've done the invitation, then it's the presentation. So when we talk about sending them over a short video, Nita Nakos and Priska King have done a fantastic job of putting on goldmoneyintro.com the most current videos, the best ways that we're all finding success showing the information to people. And there are several choices. People that like to read, right now there's the magazine on there. There's a short video, there's a longer video that for people that are more detail oriented. There's also gold standard video that I think is good for people that are more interested in coin. You also have the option, if you're in a market where you have a leader that is doing a local private gold reception, invite someone there. But if that's scheduled a week out, don't hold back. You want to, in the meantime, get them to the information as quickly as possible. Use the websites above. Finally, we have an excellent schedule for virtual gold receptions in an online environment nearly every day, which you saw in the earlier videos, how to be plugged into those. Basically, with the presentation part, it doesn't matter what information people are getting, it matters that they're getting the information as quickly as possible. Finally, after the invitation and the presentation, this is probably the bedrock of your success. It's the thing people leave out the most. And yet, I could tell you that every single week in my business, the people who are making the most money, the people that are growing the most, the biggest teams, the people who are helping the most people are the people that are scheduling conversations, scheduling business partner introductions. What that means is when somebody watches a short video, an 8-minute video, or even a longer VGR, there's no way that they get all their questions answered. Those venues aren't even meant to answer all their questions. It's meant to get somebody's curiosity engaged. It's meant for them to see possibilities of how they can be involved in our system. And then we're going to get their questions answered. Now, I highly suggest you don't do what I did. When I was brand new, I liked to have all the answers. I'm very detail oriented. And I spent hours and hours looking at YouTube videos and printing off things in the downloads in the back office and you just have to call a few people. Maybe you should just start calling some people. And you know, he was right. That's exactly what I needed to do. But I didn't want to look foolish. I didn't want to look like I didn't know the answers. But that is the very thing. We want you to understand that you get to learn while you earn. That's what this conversation part is for. So this is what you're going to do. When Jim calls Bart back at 6 o'clock and says, "Hey buddy, what did you think about the video? What did you like best about what you saw?" Bart's going to say, "You know, I've always wanted to have some physical gold. And what do you mean you have a cryptocurrency that's backed by gold? I don't get it. I thought coins were digital." He's going to say, "You know, Bart, those are awesome questions. And here's what I have to tell you. I am so new to this, and I want you to have your questions answered by somebody who's an expert. So I have my business partner on the phone, and I want to introduce you to her. She is a fantastic person. I've known her for this many years, and edify the person. Basically, my upline sponsor is Priska King. I'm going to say, you know what? She comes from a culture of gold. She's originally from Switzerland. She is so detail-oriented, knows so many things about the way this coin works, about the way she's also on the leadership council of our company. So you get to have your questions answered by one of the top leaders in this company. Then I'm going to say to Priska, let me introduce you to Bart. Bart, well, it's Jim doing it, but Bart is one of my oldest friends. As soon as I saw this, I thought of him first. I don't know anybody who works harder than him. He's been in management at every company he's been in, and I just think he could tear it up with an opportunity like this. So now I have edified notified both parties. I've told what I love about those people, and now I'm going to button it. I'm going to stay completely quiet and let my expert be the expert. And that's where you learn the answers to the very questions that people are asking. As long as you stay quiet, you let your upline close that deal for you. All right? It's such a simple system: invitation, presentation, conversation. All right? And now, once you've gone through those first 25 calls doing that, come back and join me for the 4th video where we'll learn where you really find the fortune. All right, I can't believe we're already to the last video. You're going to find out where the true fortune, I'm sure you've heard, the fortune is in the follow-up. So it might feel like after you got through those first 25 calls, like you're finished, right? But really you're just beginning. You had that blitz right out of the gate. And so for those first 72 hours, you have time to call 25 people. And the rest of the month, you're going to call just 3 people a day. The reason why is because you're going to be fully engaged in following up, in doing those business partner introduction calls, in doing all those different conversations as well. So you need to plan for this follow-up. And like I said before, I'm big about the numbers. So I want to track those contacts. It's very easy for days and days to go by and for ourselves to think in our minds, oh, I need to follow up with that guy. I need to get back with someone who is watching the video. The only way to know for sure if you're following up is to look at it in black and white, whether digitally or on paper, to make sure you really are following. Hesitant to ask for action on the part of the person. If you've said, can I get you more information? Do you have any other questions? And that person says, no, they don't. It means they're ready to take action. And you need to say, hey, let's get you set up in that free account, and then we'll move on to looking at which package is right for you. This whole process just is repetition. You're going to move. As soon as somebody comes into their free account, you're going to put them through this same series of videos. Then they're going to go through expand, exchange, explode. They're going to do the same process that you yourself have gone through. So within follow-up, I just want to talk about for 1 second about how this process works for everybody. Even though we're all different kinds of people, I'm more of the serious kind. I'm more of the Winston Churchill, the never, never, never give up. And that is true when it comes to following up. On the other hand, I want to be very mindful of the fact that some of you are more like this and may not care as much about the details, may just be super excited. And that's wonderful. There's a space for everybody within this system. I know that it works for all kinds of people. So whether you're a Churchill or whether you're more like Dory and you just need to keep swimming through this, I want you to see the statistics on following up. I think this is so telling. And it's within the field of sales and networking. But I want you to see, many of us will kind of give ourselves a pat on the back when we follow up the first time, which is great. You know what? You're already ahead of 48% of the people. 48% of people never follow up after the initial contact. So if you followed up, that's great. However, look at where sales are made. 80%. 8 out of every 10 sales made don't come until the 5th to the 12th contact. Okay? People want to know you. They want to know if they would like working with you. They want to trust you. They want to see, you know what, if you follow up with them before they're in the game, that helps them know that if they have an issue, if they have questions, if they need a rah-rah, they know you're still in the game because you followed up with them 5 to 12 times before they ever joined your team. So that is why the fortune will always be in the follow-up. We worked really hard on that this last 90 days, and I will tell you that one of the results of that is that someone we first showed this opportunity to nearly 4 years ago finally joined us in this business. And it was probably more than 12 contacts later, but I can't tell you how glad I am that we continued to follow up. So if you truly care about the people and them being part of this golden seed and explosion of in July, I think it's super important that you always continue to follow up because that is where you'll find your fortune. So I am so excited that you have gone through this training. I'm excited that you'll be able to share it as well. And I hope you explode of your own.
Well, I certainly hope that you enjoyed our webinar today. And so if you have any questions, feel free to call me. This is Chris Kirstein. My number is 770-617-6900. And with that, our webinar is concluded. Thank you.